Well, here we are, a couple of cold ones with Corey and...
We're bringing Carlisle back. Do.
Oh, look,
Take him to the bridge. Yeah, I'm back. I'm actually here. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
And
Missed
in
you,
rare
kinda.
form.
In
No,
rare form.
Yeah, welcome back, man, after 2 weeks.
Yeah, more than that, I think. I haven't done a couple of cold ones in 3 weeks. It's been a while.
Has it been 3 weeks?
Yeah, I was back in February, dude.
Oh, 2 weeks for South by, and then you went to that
Nerdcore
Nerdcore or whatever it was.
The convention.
Nerdcon.
Hey, Nerdcore happens to be a type of rap, asshole.
Okay.
This was a convention.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there was nerds at these convention, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
And they were rapping, right?
Yeah, there were some of those, yeah.
Okay, then you got some nerdcore going on. Speaking of nerdcore, we got Leon back here for a little
Hey.
while. I'm sorry, man. Hey, come on, you do love comic books, though.
Yeah, of course. Well, like you guys don't.
Just messing with you, man.
Who likes comic books?
Easy, killer.
Comic books are for nerds and geeks. I don't understand why you guys like those things.
Well, now that you got Carlisle back, I feel like I'm just being a fifth wheel, and maybe I should take off.
No, because you can't take off yet. We talked about why. Because we saw Doomsday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Doomsday. You got to say it like that.
I know, man. See, and here's what we're doing. We got you here because, man, it's been so busy with South by Southwest that
Yeah.
I would have gone to see Doomsday on Friday, but all this South by Southwest stuff going on, you know,
You had way too much drinking to do.
yeah, exactly. You know, and
There are way too many hotties in town to reject us.
Exactly. Thank you. I had to get my head cracked over by a bottle by a couple of out of town chicks. You know, so,
right.
So I didn't get to make it to Doomsday. They didn't have a screening for it, so
Which tells you enough right there.
exactly. They said, "Fuck it, we ain't letting you see it until we make some money off of it. Then you
Right,
can talk shit about
right,
the movie."
Right.
Or
now.
maybe it could have been we know what you're going to say about it, that you guys aren't going to get it, so why show it to you?
See, that's the thing, man. You might be surprised. Give it a chance, because
Yeah.
you might be surprised. We might be the two Negroes in Austin who like Doomsday.
Hey, we might be the two people in the world who like Doomsday.
Exactly. That's not true because we hated this shit. No. Wait and listen to the review because you never know. So we're going to do this review in the middle of a cold one so that you'll be able to hear that while I edit the video together. And as in usual fashion that we do every week, we're going to go through the top 5 to start everything out with.
All right, let's see. Don't tell me. Horton Hears a Who is number 1.
Man,
With a bullet.
We can't tell you that yet because we
start with number 5,
We start with number 5, man.
Welcome
we can't
to the
tell you.
club. We have
dang.
rules here, motherfucker.
You know what? Exactly, Carlisle. Thank you. I noticed that when you did like your top 10 for your worst movies, I think, or your best movies, you want to start right at number 1.
Yeah.
Why do you do it? You got to build up to it, man. What's going on? What's
You
your logic
don't
behind
come
that?
first and then have the sex. You have to build up to it.
Come on, everybody knows what like the top movies are. I figure that's boring. What gets interesting is like, okay, now that we got these big ones out of the way, what else are you gonna put on that list?
Well, you know what? Well, you might be surprised, man.
I will be surprised.
You just might be surprised. We're going to go through the top
All right.
5 right here. We're going starting with number 6. No, we're going to start number 5. Throw everybody off. Let's start with number 5 here. Number 5, we got Vantage Point. Man, that movie's been hanging on strong.
I'm telling you, dude, it's a solid kind of action thriller movie. It's not great, but for middle of the road, somebody who wants something they can come into and not have to figure out too much, it works.
Did you see it, Carlisle?
I haven't seen shit.
Exactly. Yeah, you've been hanging out at conventions and schmoozing and shit.
No, I've been see what I've seen. I spent the last week solid watching films, and I've seen a lot of the big stuff that's coming out over the next 3 months. But I haven't seen the crap that's come out in the last 2 weeks. That was the downside.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you ain't really missed a whole lot.
No, I know. It's the one I was excited about. Everybody said was fun but retarded.
Was that 21?
No,
What, at the festival or the one that opened up this
the
week?
one that opened up.
Oh yeah, we'll
we'll
talk
get to
about that
that,
a little
yeah.
bit. So no, I'm the one that didn't like Vantage Point.
Right.
I didn't say it was bad. I just
Yeah,
said
you did. You
No,
said- you
I
You
just
said it was bad and that the phone bugged the shit out of you.
And that you laughed at it through the whole thing. That you found the dialogue laughable.
that's why it wasn't bad. I had a good time laughing at it for the wrong reasons. That killer iPhone, boy.
That iPhone just crawled. It grew legs and crawled up your ass to live.
But I tell you what, what really stuck with me about that movie?
It crawled up my ass and assassinated the president out of my ass. If you look closely, you see my ass cheeks and a rifle sticking out of it in the movie. I'm sorry.
Is there a great line where the guy goes, "I think someone pulled this assassination right out of his ass"?
Oh man, you were worse than Cyrus,
I
man.
know.
Damn,
This
boy.
assassination.
Uh oh. Y'all hear that?
Is it heating up?
The computer's asking for a cold one. Got to get the. Oh, thanks, Carla. He's running to the kitchen to get the cold pack. It's okay, little Macintosh. We're gonna cool you off a little bit.
Next time, get a PC. They know how to perform without all this overheating. They're used to hard computations and.
What are you, the fat guy from the PC commercials? I mean, the Mac commercials.
Yeah, why does he have to be a fat guy? What's up with that?
Because that's in those Mac and PC commercials. They
Justin
show that.
Long and not Justin Long. Why can't you just refer to him as Justin Long sub 1?
Because the fat guy sounds better. Sitting up there like in a fur coat. I never heat up. Whatever.
Well, you sound like the black guy from the A-Team.
What? What did you do during South by Southwest? I still think did you do drugs or something?
Hash.
Yeah. Who did you do cocaine with at South by Southwest? Coming in just talking non sequiturs.
Yeah, was Quentin Tarantino at South by Southwest or something?
I don't know.
All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here for number
right.
4. We got a college road trip. Goddamn, Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence, for some reason, that's a dude that we don't like, but he's box office gold for some reason.
No, he's not.
Man, College Road Trip was number 2 last week. It's number 4. What is that? Roscoe Pico Jenkins, whatever. That was number 2 when it came out, I think.
Anybody can be number 2 between January and March. It's what you do in April that counts.
Okay, he's box office gold in January and March. Anyway, he's making a whole lot more money than I thought he ever would making these shitty movies.
It's a Disney Channel movie.
It's rated G too, isn't
Yeah.
it? It brought in all the kids.
Yeah.
You know what? Martin Lawrence isn't making that money. Raven is making that money. It's Raven Simone who's bringing all her fans from That's So Raven and everybody from the
is she
Disney
in that
Channel.
film?
Yeah.
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 So-
You have to remember I don't have Disney Channel and I stopped sleeping with 14-year-olds, so I have no clue what's going on in that world.
and when did that stop? Last year?
It was a few weeks ago.
Well, I tell you what, they won't stop talking about it
Exactly.
and mentioning you.
Yeah, I think a few of them on the site. Who's that little Scottish chick? That little British chick from on the site. What's her name? You know, you don't want me to mention her name? Should I not?
What's going on?
I didn't.
Dude, we have a strict policy about no fraternizing
and I'm not.
biblically with the members.
And that's exactly why I wasn't going to call somebody out. You're talking about Sinead, the little almost 17-year-old from London, England.
Now, see, your silence incriminates you.
You're going to jail, man.
No, you were giving me this look like, who's that 16-year-old from, Scottish?
Because me, if I was innocent, I would just came right up. I would have said, "Oh, it's Sinead," and I ain't doing shit with her. But you still,
Yeah, and that's why none of us ever believe a word you say. If we believed you, maybe that shit would go down. But
Man, you
I just wasn't gonna call a girl out on the,
everybody knows. Hell, she puts pictures up of you every day talking about I love Carlisle. Everybody knows who this chick is. Sinead, baby, everybody knows who you are. You ain't hiding that shit. And this ain't cold.
You just see well, Your Honor, in my defense, she was begging me for it. And a man only has so many no's within him.
By the way, if you go over to England, I think it's legal over there. Just don't bring over here. So I'll buy the ticket for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you could send an email to Roman Polanski before you go.
Yeah, we could stay out of the country together.
Yeah, you'll never come back.
Hook up with him and Gary Glitter. Y'all can just have a big bungalow palace.
You guys are gonna have a great time when Sinead's dad, who
my
listens to the
God.
show with her, emails you tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Go over there and take her to see College Road Trip, man. Anyway,
Just give me the church key so I can open another beer.
church key. You need a church key when you X-ray, man. You
wait,
need
wait,
Jesus.
wait.
You need Jesus.
Wait. Let me get this straight, Leon. Is Corey giving me crap about the women on Spill? Is that what's happening now?
Hey, man.
Hey, wait. Is that your cell phone going off? I'm sorry.
I haven't done shit, man. First of all, let me tell you that. And second of all, you are not
Second of
me.
all, we don't believe that you haven't
because
done
the drugstore
shit.
was closed.
I'm trying to be like the ghost of Christmas past to you. I'm trying to tell you not to go down my path. It's a hard life, Carlisle. These chains.
These cell phone calls at 3 a.m.
weighing me down.
You ain't done shit. That's right.
I ain't done shit.
You ain't done shit.
And I will continue to say I ain't done shit.
That's right. You will say that.
Hey, let me tell you something. Never Back Down, Carlisle, all right? Which is number 3. The number
What?
3 movie.
Oh.
Oh,
What was that movie?
man, it's the Karate Kid, except with mixed martial arts fighting.
There was actually a movie. I can't remember what it was called. The last time I saw it, I was sitting in a Mexican restaurant, and it was the movie, the Telemundo Saturday night movie. and it was this crap thing from the 80s. It looked exactly like this, where the bully is pushing the guy around, and so the guy goes to have a fight with him, but the bully kicks the crap out of him because the bully knows martial arts, so this guy has to train martial arts to kick the crap out of the bully.
Oh, really? And this was one of those Telemundo movies?
Yeah.
What was it called? El Hombre de Supremo.
No. It was an American
Lucha
film that they
Libre.
were showing as the Sunday night movie because it was dubbed into Spanish.
Oh, okay. So it was
Yeah,
dubbed
no,
in Spanish.
Yeah, no, this movie looked exactly like these bad movies from the 80s that were the same thing, that were all
Exactly.
Karate Kid knockoffs.
As a matter of fact, if this movie had been in Spanish, it wouldn't have been any different.
It's funny but that is how it goes down. Because I remember I'm getting picked on by a bunch of bullies when I was in, like, I think 4th grade. This one guy's like, well, my mom told me that all you got to do is stand up to them and get them to leave you alone. And that's what I'm going to do. And he got his ass kicked in front of everybody. They like just mopped at the playground with him. And I'm like, I'm going to go back to running.
Yeah, exactly. Leon never backed down, and he got his ass whooped.
He never stood up.
He
either.
never stood up
I just
again.
bought a new pair of shoes and took off faster.
He never got up again. But no, that's what this movie is. It's the Karate Kid with martial arts fighting, because kid goes to a town, nobody knows who he is. He gets his ass beat, but he can actually fight. But he just
so
can't-
it's Step Up 2 with martial arts.
Exactly. You know, you got the people in there. The bully is just a little bit better than he is. So he goes and finds what do you call it? A
sensei?
Sensei.
No, I was thinking more of a minority to help him
Is
hone in
it
his-
Billy Blanks?
No, it's
He learns Taibo, so he's able to exercise in front of the bully.
You're close though. They probably couldn't get Billy Blanks. They got Jimon Mustard, Jimon Hansu.
Jaimin Hansu.
Yeah, Jamin Hansu. They got him to train him. So of course he goes in and beats the guy's ass and he gets the girl.
Now this is something I've never understood about movies. Look,
What?
if you're a white guy and you're getting your ass kicked by another white guy and you're going to minorities for help, just bring them with you. They don't need to train you. You show up with a black guy standing behind you, that guy's gonna back the fuck down.
That's true. That's a good point.
Why do you think I hang out with you guys? I
mean,
get into bar fights and, you want to mess with me and my black friends?
I know.
They don't know that you're geeks.
And by the way, we're only there for appearance sake. Because we
You
can't
can't
do
fight
nothing.
for
Yeah, we
shit.
can't do nothing.
No. Past the scowl, we got nothing.
Yeah, exactly. What? And then somebody stole it. What you say is nothing, man. Carlisle, you on your own, man.
No, I just couldn't hear you. I just wanted to know what you said.
Exactly. Huh?
I was going to buy beer. I just want to see if you wanted one.
Carlisle gonna turn around, look behind him. We're gonna be gone.
He'd be like, oh yeah, that's the other thing about black guys. They run really fast.
You're gonna see smoke in the silhouette of two black men that's just slowly dissipating. And you're gonna see that door swinging open. Yeah,
Paper settling back
exactly.
down.
You guys running off in slow mo. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Hope he can take care of himself.
All right, number 2. 10,000 BC. Still holding on, still making money. That movie's as
Whatever.
shitty as it can be.
I heard it was a lot of fun, shitty though.
Honestly, Carlisle, at times it is. Most of the time, it is so bad and ridiculous that it makes it fun. But the rest of the time, it's so boring we couldn't stay awake through it.
I actually can't wait to see that this week because I was a big fan of The Core. Did you guys ever see that?
No,
Core?
but I remember what a big fan you were of the Core.
Oh, The Core.
The Core. Yeah, no, terrible movie.
Right.
No, and I will admit, it is a god-awful movie. But man, it's almost as if somebody said, I've got a great idea. Let's make a Michael Bay movie, but let's make it so bad that it's funny.
And somebody said, wait, a Michael Bay movie is already bad. No. But I'm going to make it worse. I
We're
don't know
going to go
about
to the
this
center
dude.
of the earth in this ship made out of unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
Yeah, which is a metal designed by chief genius Einsteinian guy played by Delroy Lindo.
Oh, man.
It's awesome. I
Well,
love
this
that
movie is not like that. I didn't see The Core, but this movie is just boring. I know you're gonna make fun of me for this, Leon, but I have been telling people, go see it on the big screen if you want to, because I thought the special effects were good enough for that.
I'm not going to make fun of you. I agree with you. I agree with you that most of the special effects look pretty good. The tiger's terrible.
That tiger is bad.
but everything else was actually pretty good.
The tiger started out kind of cool when he was in the darkness and he was
Yeah.
wet, but when he got out in the open and did that triumphant pose in front of everybody,
Yeah.
he just should have had a sign on him that said, "I'm CG."
Well,
You
plus
know?
he had Woody Woodpecker syndrome where he was a different size in every shot.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's right. He was like as big as a man in one shot, then he's like as big as a horse in another. It's like,
He was big as a house at one point.
yeah, y'all just don't give a shit, man. I mean, I know you can cut and paste a CG line in and scale it and shrink it as much as you want to, but y'all need to keep that shit under control.
Hey,
but
did you see the review by Sex Man of 10,000 BC?
we have a person called Sex Man on the site.
You
heard
haven't
this,
seen
Carlisle?
Sex Man?
Dude, I
No,
haven't even
no.
seen 10,000 BC.
No,
I don't know
no.
what
No,
is
Sex Man
going
isn't on our site. He's a little kid that looks like Butthead who posts on YouTube.
Oh, Predator put that up, and
Yeah.
I've seen that review. People,
I love that guy. I'm like, we need to get him on our site.
dude, I
But
want to.
his science might be too tight for us.
No, man, I want to hire that guy to do, and I want him to be my contact guy.
Yeah.
When we can't go see something, Carla, you got to see this guy.
I have seen this.
Okay.
No, this
I
guy's
haven't seen
awful.
it.
This is you guys are talking about Schadenfreude. He's not good. He's so bad. It is painful. To
I love
watch.
him.
I think he's awesome.
We put his video. Predator posted it up. We put it on the front page, and I watched it twice.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I love all his reviews. But
I only saw this one.
he did one for. Oh no, because I was the first one to post one months ago.
He's so bad.
But he just did one for 10,000 BC.
That's the one I saw. I love him. His teeth.
I thought this film was pretty good, I guess.
Well, you could take your date to see it, but maybe you don't want to because it'll scare her. Don't do that. No, don't do that. I'm like, man, I love this dude.
Yeah, he's great.
I thought it was a joke at first.
No,
Okay.
ain't no joke. If it was a joke, it wouldn't be funny. But the fact that he's serious,
That motherfucker is more entertaining than 10,000 BC.
that's true.
Shit, they should have put his ass in 10,000 BC, chasing mastodons.
I don't know if I can kill these things. They're so big.
I made him one of the mastodons. His teeth are big enough to do that. Anyway, what we talking about this dude, man? Shit, that
I
dude-
have no idea why.
No, because he's funny. He's
He
lovely.
is, he
I
is.
love that guy. He's lovely. Now, see, I told you we surprised you, Leon, because number one.
So Horton Hears a Who is not number one.
No, it got so blown back that nobody even saw it.
No, the truth of the matter is that everybody just all of a sudden discovered Semi-Pro, and it's number one. No, of course, Doctor Who, Horton, Dr.
Hears a
Seuss,
Who.
Horton Who's a Who. Yeah, of course that's number one.
Yeah.
$45 million, man.
Yeah.
I mean, no surprise there.
Oh God, no! In fact, I was surprised. At first, I was wondering why they didn't release it next weekend, but then I realized they did it so that they could have number one 2 weekends in a row. So, of course, next weekend is Easter. Yeah, and the rated G movie is going to be the number one movie. Last year, what was that piece of crap that was number one?
Grindhouse.
No. No, Grindhouse is number 2 that week.
That's right. It was Easter weekend.
It was Easter weekend and got its ass handed to it by Are We Done Yet?
Right.
Because if there's a family movie next weekend, it's all going to be about Horton Hears a Who
By the
as
way,
well.
Grindhouse was not number 2 that weekend. It didn't even open up in the top 5, I don't think.
Yeah, it did.
What, Grindhouse?
Yeah. It may not have been. I'm pretty certain it was number 2, but it was definitely in the top 5.
Yeah, it was in the top 5 for sure.
I think it
pretty
wasn't
certain
number
it was
2,
number
though.
2. I'm
It
pretty
was
certain.
It was number 4 or 5. But no matter. We ain't talking about that. Horton Hears a Who, a movie that I said was good for kids. Take the kids. You didn't like it at all.
No, I didn't really care for it. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but to me, it's one of these movies like I tend to not like it more than even just a regular bad movie because it's an obnoxious movie. It's when it's constantly in your face. It's making moves that don't make any sense. It's going off on the sides that don't tie into the plot at all. It's pure filler, but it's a rambunctious, obnoxious filler.
Well, the original 24-minute version had filler in it, for Christ's
Exactly.
sake.
That was my point.
This has always been the problem with all of these Dr. Seuss adaptations is how do you take a book that it takes 5 minutes to read a child and extend it into an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have to make up such crazy, whacked out shit. And it's not like they have Dr. Seuss here to say, here's how you do it. Here's what I would have filled in there.
Right.
So you have this pseudo Seuss going on that's just really freaking awful.
Yeah. I mean, what you get is, hey, Jim Carrey, we're going to pay you a ton of money and we want you to just improv with whatever comes off the top of your head for another hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah. No.
Jim Carrey's in this one again.
Yeah, he's the voice of Horton.
See, Warner Brothers was kind enough to send me a copy of the original Horton Hears a Who on DVD, which just got re-released. Have you guys checked that DVD out
It's
yet?
on the Grinch. If you buy How the Grinch Stole Christmas, it's on the other side of that disc.
Right, but they just put this out again, and it comes with 3 others, which are pretty cool, which is why I was wondering if you guys have seen it.
Oh, I've seen it. I watched it right before we did the review.
Yeah, no, it's that's what I've always said. I mean, I don't even mind the padding out in a movie like that.
Sure.
It's just in here it was just really obnoxious. The filler that they had, just all the different styles of animation and all the all the pop culture references that they did and all these characters, man, all these characters in this movie, they're coked up. Every
yes.
character in this movie
You're
is
absolutely
all
right.
over the fucking place.
You're right. You're
hey,
right.
Horton, how you doing today, man? Hey, let's go out and let's get some oars, man. You know, it's like
No. And that's the
Wait,
thing.
Neil Patrick Harris was in this?
yeah, exactly. No. I mean, I'm exaggerating, of course, but all these characters are just all over the place.
If Horton was a spastic character and everybody else was grounded, okay, sure. But everybody's that way.
Yeah, no, really, like I said, kids are not gonna care because you little bastards will see anything.
Yeah, they all got ADD anyway. They just ate a bowl full of Captain Crunch and they're already zooming around the room.
Yeah, but by the way, Groundhouse was number 4. That's what I was looking up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Man, we
We
here
can't
to,
let this shit go.
we here to report the truth
Why don't you two just whip out your dicks while we're at it?
Because he's the one that's concerned.
because I am a journalist, Leon. That's why. You know me, man. You know if I got to prove myself right every now.
If he gets a wild hair up his ass, he's got to do it.
That's
Because
right.
the few times he's right, he has to prove it. And it'll
Okay.
come up 3 or 4 times today, too. Watch.
Of course, got to. That's just that. Hey, Pete, that's just how I am. You know. Hey, and if I looked it up,
That's nothing to really be proud of.
No, it's
And-
not, but
and-
that's Corey for you.
if I looked it up and been wrong, I would have been like, my hat's off to you, Carlisle.
Please,
sir. I was
no.
wrong.
You would have never come
would
up.
have. Oh, yeah,
you would have gone. You would have clicked on to porn.
As a matter
what
of-
are you looking over there? Oh, Peachy Forums. I'm sorry.
I would have not said something. Not only would I not say something, I would have slammed this laptop down and ran out. You would have ran out the door like, what's wrong with him? You'll never catch me.
Let's not discuss Grindhouse ever again.
Nah. Oh God, excuse me. I'm sorry, people. Yeah, so I mean, no, I have no problems with Horton Hears a Who being number 1, and I'm not surprised. And I just I think I'm looking forward to the screen version of Green Eggs and Ham. Now that's what I really want to see.
Well,
what
that's
they do
got to
with it.
be next.
I cannot wait to see how you pad that
See,
shit.
that's what pisses me off because this being number 1 means that when they get to Green Eggs and Ham, it's going to be another one that's all over the place.
I don't know if they're actually ever going to get to Green Eggs and Ham.
How could they not?
Because there's so many other great stories that you could actually pad out to an hour and a half.
But
Like, because you pitch that and somebody in the room will say, man, I don't know how to stretch that out, but the Butter Battle book.
wow.
Now there's something we could do for an hour and a half.
Dr. Seuss wrote a book called The Butter Battle Book.
You don't know the Butter Battle
What kind
book?
of childhood did you have? Did you not read any Dr. Seuss?
Dude, in fact, what I was just talking about, the new Horton Hears a Who DVD
Yeah.
with Horton Hears a Who on it has the 1989 Bakshi Butter Battle book.
Oh,
on it.
really?
Yeah, no, that's why I brought it up because it's actually a cool
See,
disc.
they keep switching these around.
Yeah, but Butter Battle book is all about these two towns that have a border with one another. It's a Cold War book. It's about how one side butters their toast on the top and the other side butters it on the bottom, and that leads to an escalation of not liking each other, to an escalation of war where they build bigger and bigger gadgets to try to, blow the crap out of each other until they essentially invent the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He did another
eventually get
story
to
like that.
suicide bombs and what?
He did another story like that where it was like the
Starblade Sneetches.
where they're on a wall holding a bomb or something. Yeah, it was on TNT.
Wait,
Dr.
what?
Seuss wrote this. It was crazy. Dr. Seuss wrote something.
No. That's the Butter Battle book. The Starbellied Sneetches ends differently.
But this one was I guess it was the same thing. Dr. Seuss wrote this specifically for. And I don't know if that's the same thing. He wrote this one as an answer to the nuclear war threat.
That's the Butter Battle book.
Okay, so that's it. So
That's what this is.
And-
that's where
yeah.
it ends with them on the wall with the little
little pill.
Yeah, that's the Butter Battle book.
Oh,
You've seen
okay.
this.
I'll-
And Ralph Bakshi did the animation for it back in '89, and it's awesome.
That's where I
and
saw
that's
it
on
then.
that new disc.
Okay. And by the way, Leon, I grew up as a very poor child. Okay. I mean, I didn't learn how to read till I was 16. All right. and even by then,
That was on the back of condom
How's that
boxes.
coming along, by the way?
I've moved up to the back of cereal boxes right now, so I'm getting there. Frosted Flakes. That's all I know.
All right, well, I'll help you with 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
Hey, wait a minute. Slow down, man. Okay. Come on now. Not so fast.
Yeah, just don't get the hop on pop. He'll get the wrong idea.
No, man. It'll be great to see a Green Eggs and Ham movie though, because you know that shit's gonna be crazy. Because that book ain't about nothing but eating.
Let
Green
me
Eggs
let
and
me
Ham.
let me tell you this. You know how how the Grinch Stole Christmas and the Cat in the Hat and Horton Hears a Who are all each one of those is a book. I mean, and then when they made them in animated features, they made them as 22-minute animated features. They made one of Green Eggs and Ham, and it's like one of 3 episodes on one 22-minute feature. Like Green Eggs and Ham wasn't even long enough to have its own 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
So-
I'm dying to see this movie
Although,
though.
did you guys ever see when Jesse Jackson read Green Eggs and Ham on Saturday
Yeah, it was
Night
beautiful.
Live?
As a matter of fact, next March or January, February, I want to see a Green Eggs and Ham movie with Martin Lawrence playing one of those Dr. Seuss characters.
Shut up.
No,
shut up now, because if anybody's listening to this, shut up now. They're gonna say, see, it's gonna be just like you when you get that one email that vindicates you. See, I told you, people want this. The demand is there.
I can see it now, though. Man, I'm not eating no green eggs and ham, man. But cast it. Do it. I want to see it. Fuck it. I gave up on box office a long time ago. I gave up on the movies a long time ago. They're going to do what they want to do.
That's true.
Shit, we can't. I mean, and by the way, it's already done. Horton made a who is, made a what? Morton Horton who, what, whatever.
Horton made $50 million.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they need to know. Shit, they're going to
Horton here's a whore.
As a matter of fact, they are planning on
Hoots a hoo-ha.
Exactly. That would have been a great one, man. That would have been a great one, man. As a matter of fact, they're digging up Dr. Seuss himself and gonna put him on strings and put that motherfucker in a movie.
I thought they just, at this point, they just hooked up electrodes to each end of him, and they're generating power as his body spins in his grave faster and faster.
Yeah, you know he's someone looking at this like, God damn it. Okay. All right. Now
Now,
Leon.
your goddamn Doomsday review, so we can get him the hell out of here.
Yeah, you got to get out of here. So we're going to do our Doomsday review right here so you people can hear this. And while we have you here anyway. Let's see. Where do we start with this, man?
Well, this is directed by Neil Marshall. He's the guy who did Dog Soldiers and The Descent, the British Descent.
Right. Basically, what you have is a movie where what you get here, he's giving you a value because you don't get just one movie. You basically travel back to the 80s and you go through several movies all in one. I mean, it starts out as 28 Days Later, and then it becomes Escape from New York. Then it becomes Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome.
And then it becomes
surprisingly, like when you think that's it, like, okay, you have what's a virus. Here's your 28 Days Later. It's a virus that takes over England or basically Scotland, and they have to seal it off and just let those people like kill them or die or whatever. But then he's like, wait, some of them have lived and they must have the cure. So now we get into Escape from New York, where we have to send in a team, somebody to go in and extract this scientist to come back and show us the cure. But when they get there, it's completely Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. And somehow in England, I guess if you just leave them alone, they all turn into mad punk rockers. It makes no sense how this society has developed to this exact point where everybody has mohawks, tattoos, and piercings.
Well, what I was going to tell you was, you mentioned a lot of things. It is Escape from New York. It is Mad Max. It is 28 Days Later.
But then you get to the third act.
And then you throw in Medieval Times Restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then it becomes Excalibur or Lady Hawk, whichever, 80s movie you want to go with. I mean, for no apparent reason, on the other side of the island, where Malcolm McDowell lives, he has his society. And he's dressed them all up like knights from the Round Table. And the thing you kept wondering is like, where did he get these costumes from?
See, that's what was like tripping me out. It's like apparently when they sealed off England, they didn't have resources for water, food, or electricity.
Right.
But they had a shitload of costume shops everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of movie studios around.
Exactly, because
and the props department were wide open.
Because I would think that if I was starving and had the threat of a disease killing me and I was trying to find food and water, the last thing would be on my mind is getting a tattoo and a green mohawk.
Right.
I mean,
well, now you put it that way.
Now, come on, guys. Arguably, you guys are not white, so you do not understand what is genetically programmed into us when all hell breaks loose. It's kind of like, where you guys, if the world were to end, you guys would hide down your basement for a while. We shave our heads and we go off and form little gang bands and start raping and pillaging the land.
But you don't only do that. I mean, you like to play dress up to the hilt. You dress up like the Burger King and walk around. You even go as far. I mean,
the Burger King is fucking scary, dude. Have you seen that motherfucker? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. They should have sent that motherfucker in to retrieve the virus. But
that would have been in the top 5.
Hell yeah.
Wait, is that the movie about the Burger King going into the Mad Max city? I have to fucking see that.
But it's enough to have a deserted city and have everything crumbling. But Malcolm McDowell's people, not only do they find like robes and they grow beards to like Renaissance people, they find a fucking castle.
Yeah.
Oh yes, because It's very hard to find castles over in Scotland.
Yeah, a castle would be hard to find in Scotland, but finding all the
armor?
Yeah, the armor and the horses, draft horses, and all these medieval weapons, and to have the whole society totally based on that, where you address each other as lord and lady.
Yeah.
It's nuts, and have a jousting arena just in case you might find some outsiders to bring in there.
But I tell you what, man, as dumb as this movie was, and it was dumb.
Hey, we forgot that at the end it comes back again to being the Road Warrior, where they steal sequences directly from the Road Warrior movie. And I mean, one thing I gotta say about this guy, he's like, I'm gonna steal all these 80s movies and I'm gonna go all the way. And the whole soundtrack is nothing but 80s new wave songs.
And
Now this sounds to me like Marshall was making his version of Grindhouse. Does it feel like that without the like pops and cracks?
You know what? It did. It like he didn't take it to the point of the pops and cracks or like winking at the camera, but just was like into it just because he's kind of an idiot.
No, man, this is the kind of movie
Now,
that...
why you got to say that? Why you got to say because he's kind of an idiot?
Because there's, look, I'm gonna call anybody an idiot who starts out saying like, I'm gonna make a movie that's an homage to bad movies. It's like, isn't there enough bad movies coming out right now, especially between January and March? Do you really need to add to that? How about you make an homage to good movies? Think about that. Like adding something to society.
Well, this movie, I don't know. I mean, it was a throwback to me, and in a good way, because this is what I call my drunk dad movie. This is what I would come in, and my dad would be on the couch or the chair drunk, and he'd be already on Cinemax watching something stupid. He'd be like, "Hey, boy, come on here and start watching this movie with me." And we would sit there, and it'd be the worst shit in the world, but we had the best time.
It is. This is like, if you got to see a bad movie, this is how you want that movie to be bad. It's never boring. It's completely insane. And there's no mercy in this movie. Like, anytime something could be killed, it was pulverized in front of your eyes without the camera flinching whatsoever.
Yeah,
There's a scene where they destroy a rabbit for just no reason. I mean...
They're talking about the turrets, the robotic turrets that they have on top of the wall to keep people from coming out of this blockade city. And there's a rabbit that just comes out of nowhere. This rabbit must have had a sign. This rabbit could have had a sign that said, "Shoot me." And that's what they do. And it's not enough to like just shoot the rabbit.
Oh, no.
That motherfucker is evaporated.
Yeah. Yeah. But just every time you came, when somebody was in danger, they would get killed. Like there was never a time when you thought maybe it won't happen. Maybe they'll get away at the last minute. Nobody gets away at the last minute. And they die a really bloody death. But you know what? And there's a point in it where it happens so much, you just start to laugh at it.
Damn. Let me tell you something. You thought Americans knew how to barbecue? Fuck that. They know how to barbecue in Scotland, man, because they take a dude and barbecue his ass, and they put him over a big pit. Black people ain't got shit what they do in Scotland. They got a big pit. They lower this dude over the pit, start the fire. They cook him up. Now,
and the camera's right there.
Yeah, and the camera's right there to show it to you. And we're thinking like, oh shit, that was fucked up. But then they go on further to show
they immediately start carving into him. And
they eat him,
passing pieces of him out.
They eat him like chicken. I mean, I think I saw somebody back there with some barbecue sauce. You know? I mean, it is insane, and it's because of things like that I love this movie.
Oh yeah. And let us not forget, like, we escaped the medieval times era just for them to like go into a bunker and break out a Mercedes.
And the Mercedes goes through a bus, scrapes all kind of cars, ain't got a dent on it.
No, it's like that car in Commando that can get hit over and over again, and yet not even the paint job is scuffed.
I mean, the only thing I can think is in 2035, DuPont has made a paint that is just so good that it keeps your car protected from anything. So, fire, crashes,
Los Angeles,
yeah, exactly. A horde of Mohawk hippies coming after your ass. I mean, the movie just doesn't give a shit. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And if the movie don't give a shit, I don't give a shit. I had a great time. I mean, I know this movie got a lot of bad reviews.
Oh, it deserves every bad review it got, and yet it's a fun movie to watch.
I ain't gonna argue with you because some people will say, I had fun, but I can't really condone this movie by giving it a good review. I'm gonna give this a good review. I'm gonna say watch that shit if you can, but go in knowing that it's a terrible, stupid movie.
I'm not gonna be that generous. I'll say rental. That's as generous as I'll be.
I ain't giving this full price.
Okay.
No.
What are you giving this? Some old rental?
No, I saw it in the theater, And I don't feel like I wasted my time. And if I had paid for it, because we sneaked in.
So I was gonna say we snuck in.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and it
Some
was
matinee?
worth every dime I paid for it.
It was worth every corner we like hop behind and get away from the teenage usher. So no, I'd give it a matinee, man. I really would.
Wow.
Some old matinee.
So I would give this some old matinee. But really, it's only for those people who go in and they only like action, gore. Oh, I also want to mention this. The chick in this, she ain't Kate Beckinsale. All right, because I thought that's who it was.
No. It's
No.
Rona. I don't know if it's Mitra or Mitra, but she was like the original Tomb Raider model. And
Yeah.
she was on Boston Legal and a bunch of other shows, Nip Tuck and stuff.
I mean, I'm just saying. Oh,
Yeah, I kind of like her better than Kate Beckinsale.
I'm just saying, filmmakers, if you can't afford Kate Beckinsale, look at this model right here. It's the same thing. You get the black hair, the nice face, the pouty lips, the British accent, and that ass.
I was going to say, I knew the ass had to be coming here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. So, no, yeah, this is a dumb movie. They know it. I know it. You know it. So, yeah, I recommend it. Okay, are we done? Did we cover everything here?
Yeah, we're done yet.
Yeah, okay, all right. And it's got exploding rabbits.
That's true.
So anyway, so I know you got to head out of here, man.
I do. But you fellas enjoy your couple of cold ones. I can't wait to listen to it later and see what kind of bullshit y'all talking about. Which ain't gonna be nothing.
Man, you were here for half of it. Get the fuck out of here, man. Come in here, come in here to drink your beer, Carlisle. Carlisle brought the beer this week. You come in
Hell
here.
yeah.
Leon
You'll
gonna
buy
drink
the beer
beer
next week. That's how it works.
and then just walk out here talking shit. Get out. So before we get started with this second part of this week's Cold Ones, I just wanted to let everybody know that we actually recorded for about an hour and a half this week, and we lost about a third of it. Apparently, the computer only records up to an hour, and I didn't know that. So we lost a lot of good stuff. Now, to make up for it, I went back and recorded a third part with the co-host 3000. So when you're done with this section, remember that there's a third part right after this. All right, thanks. I want to talk to you about South by Southwest.
All right.
How was it for you? You were gone for a while.
South by was a lot of fun this year. It was pretty chill. Lots of good stuff. I saw a lot of really cool movies. Saw a lot of stuff that's coming out.
Yeah, I ran into you a couple of times during the festival too. So.
Oh yeah. What did we end up seeing together? We saw.
We were at the promotion in Stop Loss.
That's right.
Yeah, no, and they were, and I thought okay, you ran out of Stop Loss,
I did.
and for those of you who don't know, first of all, South by Southwest is the big music, film, and interactive festival that goes on here. People from hipsters from all over come to this town, and they pretty much take over.
Hipsters the world over come to
Exactly.
Austin.
They do.
We're like hipster central for the Southwest, and yeah, no, it's a.
All of a sudden, our city turns into a town of people who look like they all shopped at the same thrift store.
No. Now hold on. There's two types of people. There are your average people, especially your movie-going people. And then you see people walking around with scarves, and they're like 98 pounds and wearing tight jeans. You see, this is the best part about South by Southwest. You see somebody wearing the most retarded outfit what you can imagine. And then you see three other guys with him that are all dressed the same way, and you're like, oh, they're a band.
That's true. That is so.
That
true,
is
yeah.
so much fun. It's band watching. It's and you run into them and they'll hand you a flyer and they'll be, hey man, this is our first time from Los Angeles, our first time playing here. Come see our show. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't wanna hear your
I'm not
shitty
going to go
band.
watch somebody who wears a scarf.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because you have the film people who are the trendy people that we're talking about. They all bought the overpriced tight pants and tight shirts and the crazy hats and the colored shades. But then when the band people come in, the tank top ante is up a little more.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I think I saw a guy with a scarf and a tank top on.
Dude, it would not surprise
It's
me.
like,
It would
what-
not surprise me.
Okay, are you hot or cold, motherfucker? Which one are you going to do? You know? But so
Oh, he's the big DLT. He's the cool side cool and the hot side hot.
yeah, McDonald's made a hamburger a long time ago where they put the lettuce and tomatoes on a separate box. And so and they put the patty on another side of the box. And what
It was
was
the
it?
big DLT.
The
It
Mac-
kept the cool side cool and the hot side hot.
I'm surprised you remember that, man.
Dude, I can actually sing the McDonald's menu song from 1988. It is
Do
a
it.
sad.
Let's hear it.
What, you really, Big Mac McDLT, a quarter pounder, a few pieces filet of fish, a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Happy Meal McNugget, tasty golden french fries, regular and large size, salad, shepherd garden, or chicken salad, oriental.
Yeah!
Big Rick breakfast, egg McMuffin, hot dog, cakes and sausage, maybe biscuit, ham and egg and cheese and sausage muffin. See, this is really kind of pathetic. I'm not going to do anymore.
Oh, you're not gonna finish?
I'm not going to finish.
That's me here snapping people. I was getting into it. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
keep going, man. That's nerdcore.
That's misspent youth right there. That's what that is.
Oh, you was so
I
close
could have
to finishing,
been
man.
studying something. Instead, I memorized the McDonald's menu song.
You were there, man. You were just about done. Oh, that's a jip, man.
You got gypped.
You're like that girl when I'm about, finished, done with her in the middle of having sex. You're like, you know what? I'm through. You got to get up. Don't look at me like that. What?
I've never had sex, so
That's not what Sinead said, but anyway. Okay, I'm joking, people. Carlisle is not having sex with underage girls. There, I know of.
sex with overage girls.
With overage girls, yeah, you are. Come on now, you ain't fooling nobody here. I'm gonna call bullshit on you like you try to do on me half the time. Okay, now, so we attended, Carlisle and I. We did a lot of the film stuff, and him and I ran into each other a couple of times. And we saw two movies, The Promotion and Stop Loss. And after Stop Loss was done, you got up and you booked the hell out of there, man. What did you think of that movie?
Well, I booked out because my ride was coming in. The problem with that movie was they started at 15 minutes late, and I don't want to park downtown during the music portion of South by, because during the regular portion of South by, the first 5 days, it's awesome. You go down there, you park as normal. Sometimes you can find a space in front of a meter, which is free at nights and on weekends, or you can pay $5, $7 for parking. The minute music starts, the same lot you parked in for a week that was $5, they want $10.
Oh, yeah.
And they caught me on that last year where I parked, and they're like, "Oh, it's $10." I said it was $5 yesterday. They go, "Yeah, that was yesterday."
Yeah, that's bullshit, man.
So I arranged to have a buddy pick me up at 11:15, and that's when the movie was supposed to be out. Except Katie Lang. Oh wait, no, that wasn't Katie Lang. What was the director?
Come on, man, why you do that? Kim Pierce?
Yeah,
Kimberly Pierce?
Kimberly Pierce. She gets up and gives this huge, long-winded introduction that ends up going. The movie doesn't start till 15 minutes after it was supposed to. So I'm sitting there watching my watch at the end of this movie, and I'm like, I got to get out of here because my ride's waiting for me.
Do you think it was really that long? I didn't think it was that long.
Her intro? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
I mean, maybe it was long to you because you had somewhere to go. I mean, what did you think about the movie?
I thought it was a really great movie that was made at the wrong time.
Well, no, what do you mean by that?
She made Coming Home. She made the Iraq version of Coming Home. I don't know if you're familiar with the 1978 Oscar winner Coming Home. But
No. Let me. Do you want tell people what this movie is
that's
about?
that's what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm
Essentially,
sorry. No. Stop Loss. Tell people what Stop Loss.
Yeah,
is.
Stop Loss it's about a bunch of soldiers coming back from Iraq, and they're coming back. They've all got post-traumatic stress disorder, and one of them gets a letter that says he's got to go back.
And he fights, and that's the stop loss rule. Like they need so many people in Iraq that it's just a backdoor.
It's a backdoor draft.
It's a backdoor draft.
It's a horrible thing that's going on, and the problem is that it's no secret. It's an awful thing that's going on. It's considered a necessary evil. Nobody wants to do it.
Yeah.
The guys who are giving these guys letters don't want to give them the letters. The guys who are getting them don't want to get them. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants a corps of men that don't want to be there. And if you think war fatigue has hurt other movies, just wait until you watch a movie that gives you war fatigue.
So you didn't like it then?
I liked it. I thought as a movie it was well made. The acting was phenomenal. The writing was great. The story was fantastic. But the emotional stuff it was taking me through was not something that I wanted to endure during a movie. And it made me want to run out of there.
Well, that's kind of cool that it made you feel that way. You pretty much felt like these soldiers did.
Well, except for the fact that I've got a lot of friends that are over there. I've got friends who've been over there. I've got friends that are over there now. I'm dealing with the kind of stuff that that we were watching in this movie. I'm seeing it in reality. I'm watching friends' marriage dissolve. I'm watching all the crap that's happening. Going in and watching it in an hour and a half is a form of entertainment.
You should feel happy that is getting that message out there to people who aren't going through what you're going through. Because
the problem is it's not getting the message out there because everybody knows it. This isn't a secret. Nobody's out there going, no, these soldiers are coming back and being fully adjusted back into society. Everybody knows how messed up it is.
I don't think a lot of people know it as well as you think they do. I love to give people that credit. I mean, you know it because you probably have more firsthand experience with it than some of these other people. I mean, I'm not debating with you about the movie. I'm just bringing up questions
It's the problem. It's just it was done too early. I think if she made this after the war, I think if she made this a few years after the war, like Coming Home, it would be one of those films.
But we don't know when the war is going to end.
Well, no, but,
that's the thing. She can't wait.
Well, yeah, you can. You can always wait to work on a project, especially when it's a project like this. That's about a certain place in time.
In the movie business, you got to hit when it hits. If somebody's going to make you a film, you got to make it.
Except that she decided to make this film. This is what she wanted to make, and I think. The problem is, the real problem with this film and the way to it's really one of those hard ones to review because it is so well made and she does such a great job of being very loving of the troops and being patriotic, but not supporting the war, but not going against the war either. She never decries the war. You never hear a soldier going, "We were over there for a lie." You know, nothing that'll set off red flags in anybody. It's all about the soldier's experience, not about the politics. And I think that's a great decision. But nobody's going to go and see this fucking thing, dude. It's not going to get the message out there because people are going to look at it and go, "Oh, that's that depressing war movie about those guys coming back all fucked up. I don't need to watch a movie like that."
War's depressing anyway. I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah, but when you look at it from a historical perspective, you know, watching a movie about what happened to guys in Vietnam, you know, we're separated enough from that we can actually go through that emotional experience and go, "Man, that was messed up." But,
yeah, all right.
But it's even more frustrating when you sit here and look at this and go, "This is messed up. It's going on right now, and there's nothing I can do about it because everybody's tried everything that can be done."
Yeah, look at you. You're all serious and shit.
Dude, this movie. This is why I wasn't going to bring it. I mean, this.
No, I just want to get your opinion. No, I hear you.
This movie really dug up a lot of bad shit with me, and it really was one of those movies where I was like, "This is so well done, but it should have been done 3, 4, 5 years from now."
Okay, I got you. Let me bring the mood back then. Hey,
now what did you think of the movie?
No, what
did
did I
you
think of the movie? I'm probably more critical of it than you are, because, and it's for reasons not because of the message or the politics or the material. It's more or less all these guys, man. Oh, you get another beer. I thought you getting up to hit me. I was like, what are you doing? You fucker, I'm right.
Keep talking.
And, I don't know what you're doing. You just got up without announcing it. I thought you'd come over here to strangle me. I don't agree with you.
That's something I've done before. Like you live in fear of.
I don't know, man.
Up across the
you
road.
Could be having your own post-traumatic stress syndrome from South by Southwest. I don't know what's going on with you.
Dear God, I watched too many documentaries.
Exactly. I don't know.
It was a depressing year at South by this.
I'm suffering myself, man. I did not sleep. Well, I'll tell you just real quick about the movie. I won't go into it as deep as you are because I'm still going over it. And this is something I feel bad about saying because I'm not sure if this is real life or not, but all these soldiers come back and they are just as country cowboyish as they can be. And I'm wondering if that's because that's the way it really was that for that town that they came back to, or if that's because they really had to lay it on thick because it was Texas.
Well, now hold on a second. You know what town they lived in, right?
What was it?
Brazos.
That's Brazos. See, I didn't
Brazos.
That's what I told somebody.
Yeah, that's not far from here, dude.
Do you know how many people I've said that I've told them that I've never heard of Brazos. That's right down the street. I heard the Brazos River, but I ain't never heard of Brazos before.
Yeah.
And I guess I pass through it every time I'm going to Waco, but a lot of people ask me, they say, well, where are these soldiers coming back home to? And I was like, I think it's a city called Brazos. I'm not sure, though. I heard him say that. I've never been to Brazos. So maybe when they get off the bus, people are talking like, hey, everybody, how you doing? Yup.
Now, everybody performed great in this. The acting was phenomenal. Now, my one problem.
What?
All the guys, you know what? I'd buy that these are guys who live in, outside of Austin, Texas. Because the thing about Austin is you listen to us and you're like, oh, wow, I guess Texans aren't all, hey, how y'all doing? The thing is the minute you step outside.
Oh, you might want to go check your horse outside, by the way.
The minute you step outside the Austin city limits, you get into that certain section of Texas.
Yeah.
They all drive pickup trucks. They have hats. It's all true.
Yeah,
it's all true.
Yeah, come see our lovely East Texas sometime, people.
Yeah, except what was up with Ryan Phillippe? I mean, he was really great in the film, but you were talking like you had dipping in your mouth the whole goddamn
That's what I'm talking
movie.
about. All these guys, they get off, they immediately put on cowboy hats, they hang out the country joint, and they got big belt buckles, and they're all like, yay, this is Texas, right? And I'm just like, I don't know if they're laying it on too thick for Texas or not. I mean, goddamn, do y'all all have to put on cowboy hats as soon as you get off the bus and shit? I mean,
well, when you're going to a country bar at night, that's when they put on the hat.
I know.
And then they go out to the ranch.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
You got to wear a hat at the ranch because that sun sucks, dude.
Okay,
when you're out getting drunk shooting things, you want to wear a hat.
Yeah, when you go shoot tin cans out there in the middle of the ranch, you got to wear your hat.
You say that like I don't know if you haven't done. I've done it. I got friends who have ranches.
Man.
I go out to the ranch and shoot shit.
What the fuck am I gonna do going out to a ranch? What?
You shoot shit and drink beer. That's what you do at a ranch.
I don't do that shit. I live in Austin. People don't invite me to go out to the shooting range and shit. What the fuck? Who you hanging out with? You hanging out with the Duke boys or something? What's going on with you?
Yeah, me and Waylon Jennings like to sit in a recording booth going, well, it's about that time the Duke boys were in deep shit.
Exactly. I mean,
Dude, I grew up in Texas. I'm a Texan. I'm white. I know people who have ranches.
Okay,
I know people who work as ranch hands.
Look, if I want to fire a gun, okay, I want to walk around that race issue here. I was not going to try and bring it up. But
if you want to fire a gun, you'll go to the east side of town.
No,
if I want to fire a gun.
If I want to fire a gun, I'll go to South Central. All right, in Texas, that's why the white people like to fire their guns. I was raised in Texas too. Nobody has ever invited me to go out and shoot tin cans in the middle of a fucking ranch and wear a cowboy hat. And I just happen to think that's a white and black thing.
A cowboy hat.
Yeah,
I mean,
you did.
I'm not that guy.
You're not required to do that?
No, you wear a ball cap.
A ball cap?
Yeah, like what I'm wearing now.
Oh, your baseball cap?
Yeah.
I thought you said a bald cap, like to make you look like you have no hair. I was like, what? You got to be bald headed to fire a gun?
No, a ball cap.
Okay,
I
thought you said bald, like BALD. I'm sorry. You gonna go out there and look like Larry from the Three Stooges to fire a gun?
Go out looking like Larry the Cable Guy. I don't care who you is. That's good shooting.
Stop loss of hair, But yeah, I've never done this. So that is the only thing that bothered me in that movie. And it's a real trivial thing because outside of that, I think it's a good film. I think it's a really good film.
I think it's a well-made film. I just didn't like that Philippe talked like he had dip in his mouth the whole time.
And that's what bothered me.
Talk like you're talking like this. And it's like,
yeah,
that's how you talk when you have dip in your mouth. That's not how normal Texans talk.
But when they got off the bus, they even went as far. I think I could have accepted these guys being cowboyish, but when they got off the bus, they had to have that one retarded redneck sidekick. The guy, he's greasy. He's got that crazy mullet thing going on, and he has his hat not backwards, but kind of like to the side, kind of like that Gomer Pyle
Okay,
thing.
dude, I have to tell you that guy is in every small town, Texas. Everybody has that friend outside of the city limits. I'm telling you, I knew that guy many times.
Okay, the retarded guy. He's like he has his button down with the sleeves torn off.
Sure,
he's all
absolutely.
sweaty.
Yeah, no. She did a great. Kimberly Pierce did a great job of nailing small town Texas.
Okay.
My only problem was
All right.
that dip accent. Aside from that, she did not do up the stereotypes.
Okay, all right. I'll let that go then. Okay, great movie then. It's a masterpiece.
But it was so hard to watch.
Okay, well, I don't want to depress people. Let's talk about something else. I know have you been on the internet since you've been out at South by Southwest?
Well, I've been on the internet. I don't know if I mean, the internet is a small place, and I work for the internet. I just no. What do you refer?
Man, that was a goddamn yes or no question. That's all
Have I been on the internet? Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm just
yes, I've turned on my computer and
I'm trying to make small talk here. Just work with me. That's all I'm at. I ain't got no sense. Just say yes or no.
Yes,
I've been on the ignorant.
internet.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Hulk trailer.
I haven't seen the Hulk trailer yet.
You haven't seen the Hulk trailer?
No, I have not.
I want to talk about that. You want to watch it real quick?
Sure.
Okay,
Pause
people, we're going to pause it and we're going to watch the Hulk trailer real quick. Hold on real quick. Let me pause this shit. Where's the button? God damn it. You had to bring beer, didn't you? Now I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, that was running a little choppy right there, but you get the point.
Yeah. I see, you know what? I see what everybody else is talking about now, how they feel we're just kind of like, I don't know what to think about that. And I didn't like the fact that they stole the Hulk, the hulking out scene from the Ultimates.
Well, they're going to steal from anything. And you're talking about the comic book where they get the Ultimates, and everything.
Where they where they threw Bruce Banner out of a plane so that he would turn into the Hulk and like Hulk out on all those aliens. That was a pretty fucking great scene in the comic.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're going to steal from anything, steal from the source and do cool scenes like that. I look at that trailer and everybody's talking about how the Hulk's going to look different in this, how he's going to be better. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, it still looks kind of like the Hulk from the Hulk from the Ang Lee movie.
Well, I love the Hulk from the Ang Lee movie. And the best parts of those movies, and the parts that still hold up, are the parts where he's the Hulk and beating the shit out of stuff.
Yeah, when he threw a tank, that was cool to me. But the rest of that movie is pretty bad. I never was a big fan of that.
I really liked the movie the first time I saw it. Then I listened to your guys' complaints. I saw it a second time. And I was like, ah, shit. I'm seeing all that now, and I can't watch it as a movie. I don't have it on DVD, but I still love every scene in which he's the Hulk and he's doing hulky things.
Yeah.
This, I don't know.
This trailer, man, they said that really the feeling I'm getting from this is that they kind of rushed this out. Because they're saying, now they're backtracking and they're saying the directors, he says the effects aren't done yet. They still got more to do. We cut this out so we could put something on the internet real quick. And I'm just, either they're making excuses or they really did rush this thing out.
What, the movie or the trailer?
The trailer right here.
Yeah, it looks rushed out because it looks like it's a setup for. Is that early in the movie or is that late in the movie? Is that the climax or what?
That's
the hell
what I'm
is
saying,
that?
man. What? Yeah, what?
It
did they
doesn't
do?
give me a sense of what the movie's really about. It tells me that it's the Incredible Hulk, and this time he's fighting the Abomination. The Abomination is played by Tim Roth. All right, I could have gotten that from a synopsis.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me anything that I want to know as to. It's kind of like when you watch that new Iron Man trailer, the second trailer. You walk out of that trailer going, "Holy shit, that movie is gonna rock." You walk out, they get Tony Stark right, they get the Iron Man right. They even have just those great moments like throwing a little Hot Rod red, and just that's so what Tony Stark. They get it right, and you feel it, and you know what the film's about, and even if you don't know the plot, you want to see it. That trailer doesn't do anything remotely like that.
No, it doesn't. I looked at this, and as much as I'm looking forward to the new Hulk, I have to say, man, y'all just showed me a little too much. Or better yet, and I'm gonna give it a chance because I don't think people are this dumb to put the whole movie in there like that. There's some badass stuff in there that you ain't showing me, and I'm gonna give you credit for
now,
that.
Now, here is the important thing to note. There's been a lot of talk about Edward Norton right now, and about how they gave him some control in the movie, and now they're kind of regretting it because he's not happy with their cut. When you look at Edward Norton's history, Edward Norton has a nearly perfect history of the films that he's in or the films that he's repaired. When he stepped in to help out a film, he's always improved it. The movies he's been in that haven't been good, he's fought the whole time to get out of them.
Like what?
Well, like he didn't want anything. He didn't want to be involved in The Italian Job.
Yeah, which was all right. It wasn't that
Well,
great
yeah,
a movie,
but it wasn't up to his what he wanted. It wasn't what they sold him, and then they wouldn't let him out of the contract when they changed it. And so he fought the whole time. He wasn't happy with the movie because he's like, this isn't what I signed on for. This isn't cool. When you look at the score, even he said with the score, he's like, yeah, it's not the best movie that I've ever done, but when somebody comes to you and says, do you want to be in a movie with Martin Brando? You say, yes, I want to be in a movie with one of our greatest living actors. That's the whole reason he did the film, was so he could be in Brando's last movie.
And who wouldn't want to work with Bert and Miss Piggy? The movies were directed by Frank Oz. You remember that?
Which one?
The score.
Yeah, it was directed by Frank Oz.
And it wasn't that great of a movie.
It was
either,
good. It's just not. It's not a classic. It's worth checking out. Though,
well, there's been this big debate as to who's right because the director is kind of keeping silent and he's saying, "Hey, don't worry about this trailer. There's gonna be some cool shit in there." But we heard. I remember following a blog, 2 blogs. I remember following a blog for The Punisher, and I remember following a blog for Ghost Rider.
Oh wow!
And
You're following the blogs of the shittiest movies they've made.
And the reason why is because I'm looking at these movies and I'm thinking, there's no way in hell they can do this right. But I'm reading their blogs and they're saying, and this is after I've seen footage from the movie, and they're saying, oh, no. The fans are going to get what they want. This is going to be great. And then you see the movie and it's like, shit, man, this shit is dumb.
I'm not going to say a name, but there was somebody who worked very heavily on the Punisher film who went around and had to do all the press for it and kept saying, Punisher fans are going to love this. But there was a ... at the end that he always said in his head every time, which was because Punisher fans are fucking morons. And
did he say that for real? Or?
No, that was what he said in his head, and that he confided to other people because it's one of those things where it's like, the hardcore Punisher nuts are going to love it because they want a dude in a black shirt who kills people. They don't fucking care about the Punisher.
I think
they don't have the love for the true story and
I think that would have been cool. Hey, he just come out and said it on camera because y'all are fucking idiots. You like anything, you motherfucker.
Yeah, but he's not that cool. So.
I would love for somebody to do that, man. The last person that came out and actually said something bad about a movie and got reprimanded for it was Brad Pitt. And I can't even remember what movie it was for. But he came out and said something. He was on the Tonight Show and he said, yeah, this movie ain't that good. And the next day he was like, maybe I was drunk or something when I said that. He didn't say that, but he did get reprimanded for it. And he came back later and said, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. So,
Yeah, you don't. When you're part of a movie, you keep your mouth shut until after the movie opens and bombs, and then you can say, "Yeah, it's a piece of shit."
yeah.
That's how it works.
So, let's see. What do we?
Then you said you want to talk about the Wall-E trailer.
Oh, I never saw it. Go ahead and talk about it while I bring up something else here. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, if you haven't seen it, then there's no reason to discuss it. People just have asked me what I thought about
Actually,
it.
I was making fun of the movie a while back when you were talking about it.
Yeah, you were.
I know, but you know what? I saw a trailer for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that robot's kind of getting to me a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. All of a sudden, Carlisle isn't bugfuck crazy. It's going to be that thing where come June you see that movie and you're going to be singing that like, man, this movie's so amazing. And
No, you are buttfuck crazy, but I'm just saying that I saw the trailer and
he gets
it
to
was
you,
a
man.
longer. No,
and
no,
in
no.
fact, the trailer, the problem I have with the trailer is it's too fast cut. It's too much of showing you lots of stuff. I think it should have been 2 or 3 long sequences of watching and getting to know Wall-E because you fall in love with that little dude. And I saw over 10 minutes of footage. I don't know exactly how much it was, but it was at least 10 minutes.
No.
and I just fell in love with that little robot.
Well, I mean, I didn't fall in love. It's not like I looked at the trailer and
Because
then
you
had-
haven't spent that much time with Wall-E yet.
Yeah,
But come on, dude. I'm telling you, as an animation nut, by the end of June, you're going to have a Wall-E sitting right next to your Snoopy.
Okay,
goddamn.
okay, well, all right. So I'm gonna watch the movie and then I'm gonna love that robot so much I'm gonna come back home and have sex with my vacuum cleaner. So all right, whatever.
If you wanna mock, you mock. But you're an animation nut, and you're going to fall in love with Wall-E.
Okay,
you
all
know
right.
it.
Okay, well,
You know it.
The trailer had me enticed, but I wasn't crazy over it yet.
Well, I think it was too. It just didn't. It was too quick cut.
But tell people what it is. The Pixar movie about the robot.
Pixar movie. It's about a robot who got left behind on Earth, and he's still running. He's been running for hundreds of years, and then another robot gets sent back, and he's been lonely, and he falls in love with the robot, and then he starts trying to investigate exactly what the robot is doing back, and what's up with humanity. And it's it looks like it's going to be an incredibly sweet, unbelievably awesome film that could change the face of how we look at animated films. This film is so daring, and this is what I was trying to talk about before. There's almost no dialogue in this film. This film is entirely watching a robot be awesome, and it might
Boring. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Go
see.
ahead, man.
You know what? That's
Go
the
ahead,
problem
man.
is you don't think that.
I'm
dude,
kidding, man. I'm
Dude,
kidding.
you will dig out some
You were
obscure
so-
1955 silent animated film and watch it and talk about the genius of it.
Man, I'm fucking with you. You were so in love with this robot. You were taking it personal.
You have,
I'm-
dude. You don't
I'm
know
messing
yet.
with you.
You don't know. I have gone to the other side, my friend, and I come to you from the future, and I am telling you, man.
This robot ain't even real. You jumping my shit. I'm sorry.
Because you're gonna boring. You know, no,
I'm
it's
just
not
kidding,
fucking.
man.
It's-
Come on.
Dude, you're an animation
Goddamn,
nut, and you
look.
know it.
Wally, I'm sorry, man. Your trailer looks cool. I'm sorry for fucking with you. Please, will you accept my forgiveness?
If this works, we're going to see more films like what Dinosaurs should have been. You remember when they were talking about how Dinosaurs is going to be a silent film where it was going to have sound, but it wasn't going to be any talking? Remember how cool that sounded? Remember what they turned it into? This film could break that mold and prove that we can have films that are done by intelligent animators rather than everything having to be a talking animal with a talking fucking kidding sidekick.
I agree with you, man. I mean, it just doesn't appeal to me when a robot, I mean, not a robot, but when a dinosaur walks up and he's like, hey guys, how's it going? I mean, it's a big fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hey everybody, I mean, yeah, it should have made that shit silent. And,
Yeah, well, and that's what it was supposed to be. But some guy in a meeting said, boring. Can't we get the dinosaurs to talk?
I see the business in that, though. They will make more business if they make them talk.
Possibly, unless it turns out to be a really great movie that everybody loves.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
We will see, and that's what I'm really excited about. Is if this works. Now, I watched, like I said, I watched just a snippet of what the film is. I don't know if I can take that for 90 minutes to 2 hours. If they can keep that up, but if they can, dude, it's going to be awesome, and it's
We'll
going to
see.
change the way we look at animated films.
Okay, you make it sound like this is the second coming of Jesus. Or
No,
something.
I'm saying that this could quite possibly be that film that we've all been waiting for that could break the mold and prove. It's kind of like what's happening in direct-to-video animation right now.
What's happening?
Like, did you finally get to sit down and watch New Frontier?
I ain't watching that shit. I don't even know what that is. What is it? Oh, the
Justice League
Oh, the
movie.
Justice League movie.
New Frontier.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God, dude. These movies are proving that there's a market for PG-13 animated American animated films.
You know what? You know what? I was at a bar of all places
Okay.
with Leon, and I saw like the first 20 or 30 minutes of New Frontiers, and for people who don't know, you probably know by now, but it's the new Justice League movie that came straight to DVD. And there was a scene where Green Lantern, before he was Green Lantern, was fighting a Russian, I think.
I was fighting a guy in Korea in the Korean War.
Okay, and he shot the dude in the face, and the blood came on. The
Yeah.
blood splattered on him. I'm like, damn, this is a cartoon with Green Lantern, and he just shot somebody in the face.
They're proving that there's a market for those of us grown-ups who like animation.
That's what
that
you
they
do.
Can make. No, that's what I'm talking. What you missed was the scene before that in which Superman and Wonder Woman are in a Korean village, and all the Korean women are celebrating. And Superman asks Wonder Woman, "What did you do?" And she says, "Well, I didn't do anything. I just these Korean soldiers had them locked up in cages. I just unlocked the cages and put the guns out in the middle of the camp. The girls did the rest."
Yeah, and they killed everybody. Yeah,
Yeah, and Superman's like, "You can't do that. That's not right." And Wonder Woman's like, "You tell that to my face." And she just steps up to him, and there's Wonder Woman taller than Superman, and that was awesome. These movies, this is like the third one they've done that's direct to video, and they're all doing really
Good.
well.
I'm glad PG-13 movies are good. Maybe we'll move on to something deeper. I want to see Pokemons having sex with each other.
Dude, how are you as an animation not paying attention to the revolution that's going on right now?
I'm busy.
This is huge, dude. This is
I'm part of the revolution.
All of us that grew up and have been talking about for years, why can't animation grow up with us? It's starting to.
Oh no, it's been that way for a while.
Except that now it's not just
Comedy.
what are they showing on. It's not just comedy on
Fox.
On Fox or on what's the Cartoon Network. They're actually able to sell it. Going, wow, there really is a market.
Well,
for
no,
this.
that's the way to do it, man. Go straight to DVD. Everybody thinks of DVD going straight to DVD as cheap, and because it's all because of those cheap ass action movies that at first went straight to DVD.
Like
But
The
now,
Asylum.
like everything. Shit, there's a bunch of shit out there on straight to
We've
DVD.
got a lot of Asylum fans out there. So
What's the Asylum? I don't even know what the fuck. that
Oh,
is.
it's a terrible direct-to-video knockoff company that for years has been making knockoffs of popular films.
Oh, like Snakes on a Train.
yeah, and they're transmogrifiers or
Yeah, the co-host actually saw that. He said it was terrible. Now, as you probably heard me mention in the second part of this week's Cold Ones, we recorded for about an hour and a half, and we lost a good 30 minutes of it. So to make up for it, I went and recorded this third part, just so we could go back and briefly recap some of the stuff that went missing, especially a very touching email from a girl named Jessica that I want to share with everyone out there. So since Carlisle had to leave, I had to wake up the co-host to do this with me. And it didn't work out as bad as I thought it would. It was actually kind of fun. So take a listen and enjoy. Thanks. Hey, get up.
No.
Wake up, man.
No, I don't want to learn.
Get up.
Well, what do you want, Corey?
Look, I need you for a second. All right. Can you just, we were recording a couple of cold ones and, something happened with the computer. We lost I'd say about 30 minutes of good stuff. Get up.
Whoa.
Damn, man, can't you just, you don't even sleep. You're a machine. What are you doing?
Hey, you don't tell me what to do.
Come on now. Can you come in here and read some email with me?
Damn it, Corey.
I'll let you
all right.
shut down, go back to
Hurry up,
sleep,
let's go.
hibernate,
Come on,
whatever
let's
you
do
do. Come on, yeah, you can do this. No, we did have some good stuff going, and
Yeah. So what happened? Who did somebody leave? Somebody quit?
while I'm putting this together, hey, you saw the Hulk trailer, right?
Hulk? Oh yeah.
What'd you think about that?
Nah.
Are you one of those people who just thought like,
whatever. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it-
I felt like I watched the whole movie, and the last part of it where the Hulk is about to fight that other Hulk.
the abomination?
Abomination or whatever. It looked kind of cartoony to me for some reason.
Yeah, see, man, they're talking about the effects aren't done. Why the hell are you gonna put a trailer together and show effects that are not done? Because you know people want to talk about it.
Because your boss tells you to, I'm sure.
Okay, I guess. I just thought they were full of shit when they did that.
It's stupid. I don't know why. Yeah, if it's not done, don't show anybody anything. Just, you know what? back in the old days, I remember they used to just show the title of a movie, and that's all you needed for a trailer. These days, like I said, I just felt like I watched the whole movie, and I felt like I've already seen it. I don't need to see it. Why
Exactly. I felt like I watched the YouTube cut version of the movie.
There better be something insanely awesome in that movie for you to make me want to like download it. Or,
That's what I'm talking about.
Watch it. Yeah, watch it in the theater.
Yeah. You know,
Don't tell nobody, Corey. I'll kill you.
Everybody knows what you do.
No, they don't.
I'm gonna turn your ass in one day for a reward. Everybody knows all this downloading you're doing. That's why I ain't stopped you from doing it yet, because I want all the evidence when
I'll
I turn
tell
you
that
in.
judge, hey, he talks to robots. I'm the crazy one.
You talk back. What am I supposed to do? It would be rude and not answer. I want to see them have a scene with a Hulk. You know, it's not that I want to see the Hulk naked, but you know,
What?
but the Hulk, man, you got to think about it. The Hulk is what? When he's Bruce Banner,
Right.
He's got what, a size 31, 32 waist?
Yeah.
And then he turns into the Hulk and those pants still stay on?
Hey, I'm willing to just soak in all that fantasy to make sure that his pants are on Corey, so I'm not too worried about that.
We ain't even talking about the Hulk like in some leopard skin thong or something, you know, just to explain everything.
What in the hell are you talking about, Corey? Hulk and who am I hanging out with here? Cyrus? What? Huh?
Why you always picking on Cyrus like that, man?
Because he makes me sick. That's why.
Everybody makes you sick, man. Why
Damn
him in
right.
particular?
I don't know. He's just easy to pick on, I guess.
Okay. Well, I hope that you can be nice for this next email that we're about to read.
Oh, it depends on what it's about, Corey.
Well, in all seriousness, man, here's, and I'm not even kidding here.
Okay.
We got a very touching email from a woman or a young lady or something. I don't really know. I hope this ain't fake. Jessica, if you playing with us, I will find you and I will kill you.
No, he won't, Jessica.
No, I won't do that. No, I won't do it. But don't toy with our emotions.
He can barely tie his shoes.
Much less kill somebody. I'll kill you with my shoes. How about that? Okay, let's see. You ever smell my shoes before? It's enough to kill anybody.
Good one, Corey.
Yeah, you think like that? Look at that. I just thought it on my own, man.
Did you?
Right there on the
That's
spot.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By myself. I wrote it down too, by the way.
Yeah, you tell Leon that story. That's great.
Okay, I'm trying to cue up the email right here.
All right.
Okay. Now, Jessica goes on to say, okay, I'm sure you hear a lot of these comments, but I want to thank you for putting all this time and effort into Spill. I'm not exactly sure if this is how you pay your bills, and to be honest, it's none of my business. That's right, Jessica. It is none of your business. So shut up. In fact,
Nobody's paying my bills. I don't pay bills. And I don't pay for movies.
you know what? My bills help keep you up and going. So
Oh,
don't
really?
even hear this. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, stupid.
Actually, Jessica, it's a cool thing. For the first time in my life, I got paid for doing something I really enjoy. So in a way, we're eating. We'll say that much. So hey, see, look at that. I'm not a closed person. I'll put it all out there. But she goes on to say, let's see. I got to scroll down. I'm looking at.
You're still trying to figure out that.
I'm still trying to figure out this computer. You know, how long have I had this? She goes on to say, but this site is like a godsend for me. See, I have lung cancer, and a lot of the time I'm stuck at home because I'm not well enough to go out. But there's always something on the site to keep me entertained. I really like the couple of cold ones because then I don't have to watch or do anything. I can just close my eyes and listen. And watching your reviews makes me feel better about not being able to go out and see movies myself. So thanks, Corey. And if you could, send a thank you to Cyrus, Carlisle, Leon, co-host, and Edie.
Me?
Even you.
Oh, what
What
a pal.
Look,
what a fan.
What a girl. What a girl. What a girl. No, it really, I have to be serious, people. When I read this, I choked up. I mean, I kind of teared up a little bit because I don't know. I mean, first of all, I hate to hear about any kind of misfortune like that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I like giving people a hard time, you know.
Yeah, be
that was
nice.
nice. That was nice. Yeah, I'm nice. And that sounded pretty sincere. And it's always good to know that at least, you know, we're trying to do something that'll make people laugh and, you know, put a little sparkle in your day and you move on with things. And it's always good to hear, you know?
Yeah, Jessica, I have to say that it might mean something to you, but that meant a lot to us. I mean, at least me. It meant a lot to us that you would feel that way. And I'm the one that should say thank you. I really appreciate that. And it makes me feel very good that even though I've never met you, that we were able to do something to brighten your day while you're having a hard time. And I just hope that you're going to be doing well. And I want to give this girl like
well, let's give it to her.
No,
I'm down. Hey, co-host loves you too. So yeah, let's.
Why don't you give her one of your good pieces of art that you do?
Hey, if she wants a piece of art,
A co-host original.
you let me know. If you want a piece of my art, you let me know, and I'll send you that piece of art, and it'll be an original.
I'm sure
How's
you.
that?
Yeah, I'm sure you
I'll,
need.
I'll use my crayons and everything. It's gonna be my black magic.
Your little
to draw
Sharpie.
it, and it's gonna be awesome.
And I'm sure one day you're gonna run out of toilet paper, Jessica, and you're gonna need something to use. So you'll have a nice co-host original right there
Yes,
to do it with.
Jessica, it'll be worth tons of money. You can give it to your family and let them know that I did that for you.
But no, I'd like to send you a gift certificate or something, Jessica. I mean,
We'll
is-
find something
Yeah,
cool
we'll
to
give
give.
you something. That's now, like I said, if you playing with us, you gonna
yeah,
wish
now,
you.
now I'm afraid everybody's going to write in and say they all have cancer. or
Exactly.
something. Great. More work for me.
I have a brain tumor.
No.
I can barely write this email.
No.
Yeah, no, don't be fake with us, because if you start faking with us and we find out
Our
you
entire
are,
audience
yeah.
is going to die in the next year.
Yeah, you're gonna wish you had cancer. Yeah, I'm terminally ill and I really need $5 quick in a hurry.
Oh, that's you keep working on that one, Corey.
What man? Why you being so mean to me?
Hey, I'm not going to be mean to Jessica.
Hey, I have
Yeah.
cancer. Can
Oh.
you can you
Oh,
be nice
do?
to me?
Hey, good luck, buddy. Call me when you're not busy.
You're so mean, man. Thought you, my friend, would at least have some
I'm
sympathy
friends
for
with
me.
Jessica, not you, pal.
Okay, you're not my friend anymore.
Nah, it's too much
Okay.
work.
All right, that makes me feel like I got to go out and get some sort of illness now for you to like me. What the hell are you doing? No, Jessica, thank you very much.
Yes, Jessica, thanks a lot. And actually, that does mean a lot to us. And it's good that hey, I'm happy to hear that you're getting a laugh out of it. So
Yeah,
at
anything
least
to make
I
you feel
know
good.
one of us is doing our jobs here. So,
Yeah, me, you son of a
Oh,
bitch.
that's right, you.
Shut up. You know, I could have done this myself. Why'd I come in here and wake you
Yeah,
up?
that's a good point. Yeah,
Well, you here now.
coming in here bothering me.
So here's another email I want to read.
All right.
And Carlisle had answered this last night. He actually did a really good job at this. He says, and let me read the email. It starts out this way.
what the person
And
said,
This is
not
what the person
Carlisle.
said. I can't remember who it was. I apologize because I didn't put your name down on here. But person, you said this might be a question to bring up during the cold ones, and that's what we're doing. Have you ever considered adding a weekly DVD review on top of your release work? I'm sorry, on top of your new release work. You could rate these movies better than sex, purchase, rental, suck donkey balls, or some old bullshit.
Donkey balls. I like that one.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you
a
and
good
him,
one,
you and this guy need to hang out.
Reminds me of what you guys do. Yeah.
And it would be a good way to bring attention to some older movies. Actually, I would love to do DVD reviews, especially because you remember how we used to show movies to people all the time, and it would be these movies that people would
Yeah,
they
people
never
just
seen.
had no clue about.
Yeah,
and
and
you got pissed because you guys are like, what do you mean you haven't seen this? Where you been?
I didn't do that.
Rock, you been laying under, stupid.
I didn't do any of that. I just want to know I just want to like show people some movies that deserve to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sometimes they liked it, sometimes they didn't, but I thought they should be seen, and that was my intention when we had started the site to actually kind of do that.
Oh, really?
But there's so many movies coming out, and really, we're all busy.
It's work.
And it is work. We're all busy, and a lot of times the content, I'm kind of doing a lot of the work myself, so it's just not easy right now to do
Right,
that.
because I ain't going to help him.
In this lazy ass over here,
I ain't
you-
doing
You
it.
think I can ask him to do anything?
Nope.
Listen,
No, you
yeah,
can't.
exactly.
Nope.
So no, we don't have time. And you know what? Carlisle didn't answer that one. He answered this email right here. So, again, and I'm so unprofessional tonight.
all right.
What happened was I went in, and this is the first time that I went in and copied and pasted these emails and something else so they would be easier to look at. Except I didn't take into account that a lot of them didn't have the names underneath them. So
Okay. Hey, I'm no Supreme Court. You don't have to explain that to me.
I just want to let the people know that I will do better next time.
I forget they're in the room.
I will mention your names next week for these emails that you were giving us because these are some good emails. This is the one that Carlisle answered. And this person says, I work in a movie game rental place, and I see people wanting to rent bad movies all the time. My boss won't exactly let me say to people that this movie sucks or something like that. Anyway, can you suggest to me on how to denture people away from bad movies? Denture?
Denture or detour?
No, it says denture. What are you going?
Denture, huh?
What are you gonna give them? You gonna floss them when they come up to the counter?
I can't believe we read that email, Corey.
Anyway, it says thanks again, and he digs the music on my page. I didn't even mean to read that part, but anyway.
Oh, I bet you.
Shut up! So
what's he asking, Corey? Is there a way that we can tell people, or is there a way that we can tell him how to tell people not to see something because it's stupid? Is that what he wants?
my answer was that I wouldn't even try because people are going to rent what they want to rent.
Exactly.
You get somebody who comes up to the counter and you can tell what kind of people they are. I mean, if somebody wants to see Norbit, if somebody's gone out their way to see Norbit,
They're going to see it.
they're going to see it.
Yeah.
And if you're going to, and I don't think you should try to turn them on to something that you consider to be a little bit smarter because it might be perceived as you talking
Pretentious.
down to them and pretentious. And because I tell you, man, we have a video store that we go to here in town sometime and they're not so bad right now, but there's been a few times that I've gone to rent something that they think I shouldn't have rented. Oh, you're renting a Disney film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So, hey,
I
it's none of
guess.
your damn business.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Give me my
Just do your
goddamn
stupid
movie.
job and give me back my change and let me get out of here, retard.
Exactly. You're the one working behind the counter, not me.
Exactly.
You're so smart.
I'm,
Why you
I'm
working
all
yeah.
big. I'm big business.
Exactly. You're getting my money. If you were so smart, why
I
you
barely
working?
have time to watch this.
Why you working at a video store? You so intelligent, but and for you guy who works at this video
Yeah,
store,
anybody,
we're
yeah.
not talking about you. You're
No,
smart.
no,
You're
not
good.
you, not
yeah,
you.
you're good. You're not a schmuck.
No, you're just ugly. You don't work.
But Carlisle had a good answer for this because he said, well, he worked at a video store for 6 years,
I believe it.
and I think he had a better answer than I did.
What was his answer?
Oh well,
Let me tell you.
let me tell you something. Let me talk to you for the next hour
me
about
tell
this
you, brother.
movie. Have you ever seen Armageddon? Now, let me tell you the virtues of this movie. No, actually, he had a real good answer for it. He said that you can have people come up with a bad movie, but you just don't sit up there and say, "Oh, don't rent this. That's bad." No, there's a good way to go around it. And for you guy who is asking about this is the answer I think you should listen to. You can say, wow, a lot of people have watched this movie and didn't like it. If you like this, maybe you'll think about renting something similar like this. And if that doesn't work, then you double sell them. And this is where you be a good employee. You say, all right, you got this, and a lot of people didn't like it. And just in case you don't like it, why don't you try renting this too, in case you want to take that other one out? And then you got something else to watch. And now you're not at a loss.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. What's wrong with just telling somebody, oh, what are you renting? Oh, something stupid, huh?
See, that's what I'm thinking. It's a lot of work. Hey, man,
Dumbass movie for a dumbass. How appropriate. Yeah, here
Exactly.
you go. Here, you see that wall over there? It's all for you, buddy. It ain't for me. But rent away, pal. Rent away, you stupid.
Actually, man, don't make more work on yourself. You know what you should say to somebody? How you doing, sir? Here's your change. Good day.
You know, yeah, exactly. Or just keep your mouth shut and just do your job. All right? They don't pay you to talk. They pay to take money and give out change.
To give them that movie, run it through the little scanner, and send them out the door. Man, don't deal with these people. Come on, you ain't got to worry about them.
No,
you're smart.
don't.
You're smarter than that, man. Come on.
Come on, man. You should know better. How old are you? How old is this guy or girl or whoever?
I think he's
guess
40. I think he's 41.
Oh my God.
No, it sounds
we
like
can't help you, pal.
yeah, exactly. If you're 41, still working at the
If
video
you're
store.
asking
yeah,
us,
yeah.
you got more problems than you can handle, obviously.
Yeah, sorry. There's nothing for you we can do.
Nothing for you at this store, sir.
So, anyway, man, look, we're just joking with you. No, I think this is a young kid.
Oh,
we,
okay.
we appreciate the email. I will
Yeah.
next week have your names on here. Like I said, I was in a rush and I copied these and sorry, I do want to show my appreciation though, and I didn't do it this week. I dropped the
Anyone's
ball.
wasting their time writing us, hey, that's pretty cool in our book. At least I think so. God knows I wouldn't write you, Corey.
You know what you do? You tell them I have lung cancer, and it would really make me feel good if you rent this movie.
Oh,
No, okay, all right.
Corey.
I know, I'm sorry.
You worried
Jess-
about me?
Yeah, I know, Jessica. Jessica knows we're kidding. You know?
Jessica, I will kick his ass from here to China if you want me to, Jessica. I'll do that for you.
He ain't got no feet, but he'll.
That's true, but I like to think I do. There's nothing wrong with that. Or I'll just use black magic. My favorite.
Some of
I'm
that
going to
old,
use a little black magic on Jessica and try to help her out. Try to do my part.
a little bit of old voodoo,
A
huh?
little bit of the old voodoo hoodoo
The
that
voodoo
you do.
that you do.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So you know what? I want to give a quick thanks to David Gutierrez. I think Gutierrez.
Gutierrez?
This guy, what he did was I asked people a while back. I said I want to go ahead and try and do a live show. Possibly want to even try to experiment with taking calls from people. Not a whole lot, but just a few.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know, and see how crazy that gets. But I want to try and do that. And
Good luck.
no, shut up. And so I think that what he did was he sent me some emails, and thank you all of you who sent me suggestions on how to do this. But what he did was, he sent me not just an email saying what to do, but he sent me a PowerPoint presentation.
Oh my God!
This dude put together, and he also said, "Look, if you can't do it this way, I could probably even write a program."
Oh my God!
like,
This
who
guy
am I?
sounds like he needs a job.
He probably has a job. He probably works for Skynet or something, you know.
Oh my God! Well, hurry up with that Skynet program.
Yeah, he's probably building the Terminator right now.
God, why are you making me suffer?
Exactly. So, what did I say? Exactly. Can you build me a new tongue? I can't talk. Exactly. So, I want to thank you for doing that. I think what you did might work. This guy, he lives in Colombia. Mm-hmm. So when you're not dealing cocaine, maybe you can actually help me by doing this. And I'll give you a call sometime, David, so we can work this out, because in a couple of weeks I'd like to try and do this. So thank you, and thanks to everybody who has helped us out with that. Also, getting the T-shirts ready.
Oh,
so we'll have
yes,
those at some point.
T-shirts.
Yeah. Have you
Now,
got your T-shirt designs?
They're almost done. You should have something probably by the end of this week.
I can't believe you you took my advice and actually you're going to try and do some
Hey,
T-shirts.
when it has something to do with me, I'm all about it, because I'm all about me, buddy.
right.
And hopefully, I hope somebody digs these shirts.
A co-host T-shirt, but and you're on every
Boy,
one
we're
of
throw
them.
away a lot of money.
Exactly. What money? What do you mean? What the money you spent buying crayons?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll reimburse you. Don't worry about it. So that's our show for tonight. I want to apologize to Carlisle for the recording getting lost. And let's see. Anything else?
Why are you apologizing to him? He's a big boy. Was he going to start crying or something?
I don't know. Maybe because I don't know.
Be a man.
Because I'm the bigger man. That's
Carlisle,
why.
be a man. You can act like a man, Carlisle, for once in your life. Put the toys down, Carlisle.
Okay, all right.
That's a joke. Come on.
Okay, you're cranky. Okay, you can go back to bed now. Everybody, you got anything you want to say as in closing words here or anything like that?
No.
No, you don't. You got nothing to say.
No,
Hey,
I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
all right. Good night, y'all. We'll see you next week.
See you, suckers.
Can't believe you do this, man. Come in here for a minute, and you can do this for a minute without giving me so much shit.
Shit.